Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra Tutorials channel. I'm your host Larry, and today I'm back to talk about Windows security. What is it, how does it work, and how can you use it to keep stuff off of your computer? So the first thing to get out of the way is Windows security is a built-in antivirus software that comes from Windows, that comes with your copy of Windows 10. Or I think it goes back to like Windows 7, where they started to release Windows Defender, and now it's just built into the operating system. So what Windows Security allows you to do is you can actually go through and set up automatic virus protection, automatic updates to check what a virus looks like, so it always knows what the latest viruses are. And you can also, through this program, do things like scan your computer really quickly for different threats. And that's things like Trojans, bad cookies from your web browser, programs you might not want. All of that stuff you can scan for using the scan features. So normally what I would do is I would just open this up and I would run a quick scan. And what this is going to do is it's going to just kind of quickly go through all of the most infected places on your computer, do a quick check to make sure nothing's there that shouldn't be, and then let you know exactly what it finds. And this shouldn't take too long. When you run this is just mostly looking at your main drive with your operating system installation and all the different files that would normally have stuff try to sneak into them. And then once that's done, you can be relatively certain that there's nothing immediately that's going to be a problem on your machine. Okay, so this just finished, and it took it a couple of minutes, about 4 minutes and 39 seconds. That's not bad. Now, it's worth noting that this is not a full system scan. This didn't scan every last file on my system to make sure that nothing that shouldn't be there isn't there. So if you really want to kind of dig into the nitty-gritty and scan everything, you have some options here if you click on the button that says Scan Options. So this gives you the option to, again, do another quick scan, which will just scan the most likely targets for infection. You can do a full system scan. You can do an offline scan. This one will, take the whole thing offline to check everything and then restart your device. Takes about 15 minutes, it says. Or if you want to just scan very specific ones, you can do a custom scan. And what this allows you to do is you can literally define what stuff you want on this computer to scan. Like I could scan my local disk, my extra space disk where I install a lot of programs, my footage disk. All of those I can just specify to scan. So that's really nice if you want to scan external drives or thumb drives, SD cards, secondary hard drives specifically, which is always really handy. And then down here, they've got some real-time virus and threat protection settings. You can click on these to turn on and off whichever ones that you want these to be enabled. And they're all pretty self-explanatory when you go through here. Like if it encounters anything on your system that's bad, it'll automatically take a sample of that and send it to Microsoft so they can be like, yeah, this definitely looks like a virus or a Trojan or whatever. And then this one will prevent other accounts from tampering with security features. You've also got down here, when was the last time that you updated your virus and threat protections? This is what allows you to go through and say like, well, I haven't updated this again. Let's make sure we have the latest up-to-date list of all the greeblies that could end up on our system. So always good to keep that one up to date. You don't have to wait for that either, is the nice thing. And then you can manage your ransomware protection. So you can protect files and folders and memory areas on your device from unauthorized changes by unfriendly applications. I don't really need this because I don't tend to try to install a lot of weird things or download a lot of weird files. You can set up different account protections, firewall and network protections, which is all on right now. I don't really know a lot of ways that you'd really need to turn these off, but if you've got a program that you're troubleshooting and says maybe these are interfering, this is where you can turn those off. You can check apps and files to make sure it warns you so you don't accidentally try and install something that's super duper questionable. Same thing with Microsoft Store apps, anything that you download. You can install the Windows Defender Application Guard if you want to do isolated browsing. And exploitation protection is also another option here. You've got a lot of different services that this will give you for free, so it's really nice to go through here and really say, like, do I want this feature or do I want that one? This one over here kind of monitors how your computer is doing to see if anything is exploding. Looks like everything here is doing pretty good. I can also do a fresh start, and it'll tell me how to set that up. That's basically where you wipe the whole computer and start over from scratch with nothing else on it. And then you can also set it up so that you can control and do some parental controls for other members of the family, specifically children. You know, if you've got really young kids and you want to make sure they're not spending too much time on your computer or at the family computer, you can do that through here. You can view the family settings, and whoa, that actually brings up the web browser. Okay, well, it walks you through all the steps that would be involved with setting up the family share options, so you can find all that here. And that, in a nutshell, is all of the many features and many services that you can get through the Windows security application. Is it the most powerful application for security? I don't know that there's any one program that covers everything. You know, there's probably something that Windows security will find that a bunch of the other ones won't, and they may find something that Windows security doesn't, which is why if you're really concerned, it's more than okay, it's actually quite recommended to go out and get more than one program and do a scan with each one of them periodically. Otherwise, if you really don't do a lot of weird stuff on the internet, you don't download a lot of weird stuff, you don't open funny emails with funny attachments, this is probably all you need. This is most of what I use, is I just let Windows virus and threat protection do its thing. Occasionally I do a scan, and so far I haven't had a problem. So take with it whatever you need from this tutorial, and I hope this helps. And if you have any questions or comments, throw those down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, everybody.